Hey, it's Michelle Talbert. I'm going live. Um, what was it? Was it Jamie? Jamie Foxx who had the Blame It on the Alcohol song? So my sister just made me do this shot challenge. So I took a shot of Jack, but that is not why I'm coming in. Um, I had to take a moment to be really honest with myself. And I've shared this in-person events, but I don't think I've ever really fully shared this publicly. And I think that the more I spend time with women, the more I spend time in her power space. We're here in her power space. This awesome pillow made by Adrian Cole's beautiful wife, Victoria. I wanted to come on because I was looking around my office because I don't think I'm going to come in for another couple of days. And I'm doing these Her Power, Her Lights. The first time you're joining, I'm Michelle Talbert. Welcome. I am the founder of Her Power Moves, which is an online and in-person community of women entrepreneurs with a special focus on solopreneurs and side hustlers. And our mission is eliminating isolation and increasing wealth for women entrepreneurs, especially solopreneurs and side hustlers. I'm also the founder of Her Power Space, which is where I am right now, and we host offline monthly meetings in our chapters. We have Jacksonville, Miami-Dade, and Broward County, which is where I'm located in Florida. And we just finished our first 2020 Broward Unnetworking event, which got to move to being an online event. And Michael Hall was here. And our participants, we connected via Zoom and video conference call and really were able to dive deeply into their businesses to help them get to the next level. The title of that was hey, Tanika, the title of that was, are you really, ready to level up? What does it really take? And are you really willing to do what it takes? And Michael has a way of making people feel very uncomfortable to be able to, hey Patricia, to feel very uncomfortable while they get to the place where they will be actually extremely comfortable, economically at least, and with peace of mind of doing the things that they want to do in their businesses. Hey Derek, what's up D? So on our wall here, as soon as you walk in the door, we all win. I've been hashtagging it up. We all win for I don't know how many years, right? Because Her Power Moves was formed in 2015. And it's been this idea that I've had that I wanted to have the co-working space and really help women entrepreneurs, because women entrepreneurs really seem to be needing information. I want to pull this down a little bit. Really seem to be needing information to be able to take their businesses to the next level. And I launched the Her Power Hustle podcast, right? So it's all about her. It's all about that hustle. It's all about, the power there. And I had to come to grips with my own BS, right? Because for probably the majority of my life, I have not trusted women. Didn't necessarily even like women for a long period of time. And how do you then come into a space where you're supposed to help women feel comfortable being themselves and help women feel comfortable getting the information and the knowledge that they needed and the tools and the resources that they needed and creating a safe space for them to be vulnerable? And this really triggered me today to go a little bit more public with this backstory, because I think the thing about social media, right, you can always put forth what you want people to see. And even though I'm extremely transparent in a lot of ways, when it comes to women getting along, and maybe this is triggered even a little bit by looking at, the feud that was portrayed between, what's her name, Addie, I think, on the show, and Madam C.J. Walker, right? So it's this, I don't want to do any spoilers, but just know that there were two women in the beauty and hair industry who knew one another. And if you watch the Netflix special, you'll see, where there's some tension and contention between them, two sisters, right? Two African American women. And it's so easy for people to say women don't get along. and women don't trust each other, and women are backstabbing. And so many of us have been like, I'm a girl's guy, I'm a guy's girl, that I only have guy friends, I only trust guys, I don't even want to work for women bosses, right? And I was there. And I launched Her Power Hustle, followed by Her Power Moves, and I didn't do the work first. 1000% honest. I did not do the work first, right? What I did was I launched because I saw a need, but I didn't realize that there was work that I needed to do inside of myself to be able to get along with women, to be able to put myself in a space of vulnerability, because I could say, I trust the women who I'm talking to. I don't know if any of you have been there before, or are there now even, right? If this resonates, let me know, because hey, well, if this resonates in any way, let me know, because, growing up and Mean Girls and all that stuff, right? And it's not even necessarily tied to race. I'm speaking specifically about woman to woman and not trusting women, not trusting other women. So here's the BS that happened that took me a couple years to get over and do the work. Back in 2015, I launched the Her Power Hustle podcast. As part of the Her Power Hustle podcast, I've been in the social media game for a long time. It's almost a decade now, right, that I've been podcasting and in social media. And I knew that it was important that we have an online, off-air community. So I created a Facebook group called Sister Power Hustlers. And the Sister Power Hustlers Facebook group, which is now Her Power Moves International, was a space where we could come together and do exactly what I talk about, share resources and information and help one another. And we had Sassies, which were Support a Sister Saturdays, and you could drop your business and any sales you had going on. If you've been in any business group, you know the drill, right? And it wasn't about being salesy and swarmy. It was about really making connections, because I do believe that. However, when you say we all win, is that really realistic, right? We can start there. Is it really realistic that everybody gets the gold medal? No. So what does we all win really mean? We all win really means as long as everybody has a shot and everybody has an equal opportunity. This is what I'm saying is my definition, right? Because if you come up against me, I'm very competitive. Trust me, I win. It's not a we all win. If it's a one-to-one and there's only one opportunity, I want the opportunity. But I think that's fair, and I think that's valid, and I think that's okay. That doesn't mean that you do underhanded things, right? So basically in 2015, I launched the Sister Power Hustlers Facebook group. We dropped all kinds of, Marsha, you're watching the Netflix? Is that what you mean? You're watching Madam C.J. Walker? I created the Facebook group and dropped all kinds of resources and opportunities. And one of the things that I don't know if you know, but the Chicken Soup for the Soul, if you've ever heard of the Chicken Soup for the Soul books, which most of us have, much like TEDx for the stage, Chicken Soup for the Soul is incredible for bloggers and authors and people who are writers and want to get their stories out there. They compile stories around different topics. And so to be able to say that you are a Chicken Soup for the Soul writer is a huge deal. And if you've been rocking with me any amount of time, like I said, for the past decade, I've been in social media and blogging and podcasting and writing and really in that space of being a creative and a social media entrepreneur. And there was an opportunity that came up for writing for Chicken Soup for the Soul, submitting stories to Chicken Soup for the Soul. And actually, I'll let you know, there's a website you can find to submit your stories to Chicken Soup for the Soul under all different types of topics, right? So in 2015, I saw that there was an opportunity to be included in the Curvy and Confident edition. It hadn't been written yet. They were searching for women to submit their stories, and Curvy and Confident, if I'm nothing else, I'm curvy and confident, right? And have had my doubts with not being so confident. So Curvy and Confident, this is Emmy, I forgot Emmy's last name. She's a supermodel, Amy Newmark. Emmy is, she doesn't go by her last name. That's why I forgot her last name. So Emmy, right? She's a big supermodel, and she is, hey Roz, hey April, Hey, what's going on, Neffy? So, and Christian and Jackie. So, in 2015, I dropped a resource in the Sister Power Hustlers group that they were searching for writers. See how thick it is, full of stories, 101 stories about loving yourself and your body. And I dropped the resource that you could submit your story to and put it out into the universe, because we all win, right? I'm going to drop the opportunity. Needless to say, I too was responding and submitting my work for this opportunity of being one of the 101 people, women selected to be featured in this book. And so time went by, I submitted, time went by. And one day I was on Facebook, and I think, I wasn't even tagged on the post. And someone posted, oh my God, my story got accepted to be in Chicken Soup for the Soul. So immediately, of course, I ran to my email and checked to see, because clearly I had to have been accepted as well, right? I mean, damn, I gave this opportunity to this person, and I dropped on there, and this was kind of fake. She doesn't know that. She'll find out if she watches this. I was like, oh, congratulations, right? Like, I love you with the love of the Lord. Bullshit. Anyway, I was like, congratulations, girl. Way to go. She was like, yeah, I think I saw this in your group. So I checked my email. Needless to say, no, I wasn't selected. I wasn't selected at all. Hey, Cam. Hey, Mari. I wasn't selected at all. And it hurt like hell. Like, hurt. And it was like this double whammy, right? Because it was, not only did I not get selected, but someone who was selected because I told her about the freaking opportunity, right? What? So then you go back to, do we really all win, right? So it's a couple ways to look at this. Oh, an opportunity for one of us is an opportunity for all of us. We all get to shine, et cetera, et cetera. And that's one way to look at it. The other way to look at it is, if I hadn't shared that opportunity, would I have been that 101st instead of her, right? And so when I first started dealing with this, which was then 2015, 2016, this book was published in 2016. I'm going to tell you the name of the author because she's amazing. And her name is Martine Foreman. And Martine, some of you know Martine, right? Martine's story, Sexy at Any Age. My mom called me sexy, and I agree, was featured in Chicken Soup for the Soul. Now, of course, I could take pride in saying that, yeah, great. I told her about it, right? Ooh, like Mari just said, I'm a queen maker. Okay, I like to be a queen too, though, right? That's the truth. And I had to say, well, what does this really mean? Because are you going to stop sharing opportunities, Michelle? Are you going to stop helping the women who you know you will put on this planet to help? Because they may get something that you also want. Because every time, it is not always a we all win. Right? So there was this movement where we give trophies to all the kids. The reality is somebody came in first, somebody came in second, somebody came in third, and somebody came in dead ass last, right? Yay, they finished the race. I submitted my thing. It didn't get picked, right? There's no trophy for that, right? Oh, thank you, Mari. Only a queen can make another queen. That's beautiful sentiment. So, it was so interesting because actually, Martine sent me a copy of the book. And so when it got published, she sent me a copy of the book. I think she sent me a thank you note. And I did not take the book out of the envelope it was in until 2018. 2 years later. The book in its envelope. From her, because I opened it, saw what it was. I didn't even pull it out, and I just put it back on the shelf. I put it on the bookshelf, not even taking it out of the out of its envelope. And really, that is not about the book, right? It's about the fact that I was sad. I didn't trust women. And it was like, see, there you go, giving it away again. Even now I get misty because I know that I'm put on this planet to help women succeed. Right? I know that's what I'm here for. I do. And it wasn't until 2018 that I was finally able to say, you're not going to get every opportunity that you share, that you also put in. But if you don't share it, you're doing a disservice to us all. The other thing I had to say was, look, let's be real. I know the story that I submitted, and I read her story, which is awesome. Totally different stories. I don't think I would have even gotten selected necessarily based on the subject matter of my story, the more research that I did, right? So I wanted to get on today because I just featured Jackie O'Nappy in a Her Power, Her Lights. And I've been doing a daily Her Light to highlight her light, various women in business. And I wanted to Her Light Jackie because Jackie is so incredible about supporting other women's journeys. So a lot of the time she's kind of behind the scenes, and you guys see me and the We All Win and the support. Very, very visual, right? And that's not to say it's bullshit, because I finally have gotten to a place. I'm still competitive. Let's be clear. I'm still competitive. But I'm not going to contract, right? Because whatever your belief is, our God, our universe is way too expansive for that. And so maybe this is triggered by Madam C.J. Walker and Addie and their feud on the show. Maybe this is triggered by how amazing Jackie is and how supportive she is. And she buys Black women-owned businesses and gives them to other Black women, right? As gifts. And maybe this is triggered by the fact that I'm sitting in an empty space right now at a time when my business was just taking off. And now everything is topsy-turvy. And I refuse to contract. We can't contract. There's so much opportunity to be fearful. There's so much opportunity for us to be fearful. And so I wanted to just jump on and share that. This is the first time I'm sharing it with people broadly and as in depth as I am. In terms of even naming names or what the opportunity was. I think I've said it offhandedly, like, oh, there was an opportunity to be part of something, blah, blah, blah. But to let you know that Martine Foreman is awesome, that she's a great writer, that she deserves to be in Chicken Soup for the Soul, curvy and confident. If you don't have it, pick it up. That we do all win in our own way. The person who comes in last in the race, maybe their entire goal was to finish. I did a triathlon on my 39th and a half year, right? And I finished dead last. But you know what? I finished that damn triathlon, right? And that was my goal, to finish healthy and upright. I didn't want to be carried out on a stretcher, right? So I won that day. So I guess my entire point in coming on here is to say, don't allow what's going on around us to have any of us contract and restrict and think small. Think expansively. Think about opportunities you can pivot to in your business. Think about opportunities to connect with people and spend more time, maybe in physical proximity with those whom you love, who you've always been like, I'm choosing between my kid and my business, and the kid doesn't always win. And maybe now this week the kid can win, or this month, or who knows how long this is going to be, right? And so I hope that this has been helpful. I really appreciate your comments. Thank you. I'm definitely going to go back through them. Transparent is the only way I know to be at this point, because I can't do this work if I don't, hey Mom Levy, if I don't deal with my own BS. I can't do this work and show up authentically if there's a piece of me that's inauthentic and not genuine. right? And so please know that as much as I say we all win, that doesn't mean I'm not competitive. That doesn't mean that I'm going to be a doormat. That doesn't mean that I'm going to be like, here, and give everything away. That is not what we all win means. We all win means that we go for our own individual goals. And sometimes that will put us in competition with someone else. But as long as that's healthy and we keep our integrity and we can honestly say, may the best woman win, and I'm the best woman, right? That is okay, and that is honest, and that is true. And that's all we can ever be, is show up and be honest and true. So thank you all for watching. I do pray your safety in this time of Corona and beyond. And if this has in any way helped you, please feel free to let me know. Hey, Abby, love you. Oh, my homegirl from high school. Thank you. And so, hey, Vicky, I thank you all for watching. Hey, Tony, Mari, thank you all for watching. I'm going to be doing more content, right? Mari has been telling me for 5-6 years, Michelle, do more content, do more video content. And here we are. So maybe that's what I needed to learn in the time of Rona. At any rate, I think that a few folks are going to be going live tomorrow to talk about Madam C.J. Walker's Netflix. I'm looking forward to that conversation. I'm 1.5 episodes in. I do plan to finish all 4 episodes by tonight. I have lots of opinions. I think we all have lots of opinions, positive, negative, neutral, whatever you fall on the spectrum. Let's agree to possibly disagree and not be disagreeable. Thank you all for joining. This is Michelle Talbert, the founder of Her Power Moves and Her Power Space. If you'd like to stay connected, feel free to hop on over to Her Power Moves International, or you can head over to Her Power Moves South Florida, or you can head over to Her Power Moves Jacksonville, which is run by Dr. Kia Thomas. We'd love to continue the conversation, and y'all know how to get in touch with me. Jesus, Lord knows everybody knows how to get in touch with me. All right, I'll see you later. Hey, Yolanda, I see you. Bye, Rose. Roz. Jeez, I said Rose. All right, y'all. Peace.